Please stand and welcome Class 171.
Everyone please join me for Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Take seats.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the entire staff of the Mississippi State Fire Academy, we'd like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the National Fire Protection Association 1001 Firefighter, class number 171. Before we begin our ceremony today, I would call on firefighter recruit Elliot Johnson from the Aberdeen Fire Department for our invocation.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming. We ask that you close your eyes and bow your head for a word of prayer. Father God, we want to thank you for waking up this morning. Thank you for bringing us 7 long weeks. Thank you for these instructors, for instilling everything into us and for allowing us to be the best firefighter we can be. Thank you for allowing us to build this brotherhood that can never be broken. Thank you for everything, Lord. Thank you for our families, for keeping our families safe while we've been gone. Thank you for giving us traveling grace up and down these dangerous highways. And we want to thank you for everything, Lord. We ask that you keep us safe in our career. Son, in Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Seven weeks ago, these young men came to the state fire academies to begin their careers and begin one of the most honored but yet hazardous phases of their life. I'm sure they've been told back in their department prior to coming down what it would take to be a firefighter. The hard work, the teamwork, the dedication, the sacrifice, and the courage that it takes to be a firefighter. These young men came to the State Fire Academy representing the future of the fire service of the great state of Mississippi. And they came from all across the state of Mississippi, from the northern part of the state, the North Tunica Fire Department, Holly Springs Fire Department, Greenville Fire Department, Greenwood Fire Department, Central Octavia County Fire Department, Aberdeen Fire Department, Columbus Fire Department, and from the central part of the state, Yazoo City Fire Department, Ellisville Fire Department, Laurel Fire Department, Richland Fire Department, and from the southern part of our state, Gaucher Fire Department, and Pasch Christian Fire Department. Let's give them a hand, please. Guys, I want to take just a second and talk from me to you. The service that you have now begun, as I said earlier, is one of the world's most honored but yet hazardous professions. Every year since September the 11th, 2001, firefighting has been voted by Harris Poll as the #1 most prestigious occupation in America, followed by teachers and scientists. That puts you in a very elite group of people. Outside of wartime, firefighting ranks as the #1 most hazardous occupation in the world. And just a few weeks ago, Forbes study came out that firefighting is the second most stressful occupation in the world. There's a lot of things that go against you out there. That's why you have to rely totally on what you have learned and what you will learn as you move through your careers. The knowledge, the skills that have gotten you through these 7 weeks is only a beginning, and it will continue as you move along. You were taught here to make a positive difference when literally seconds count. And it's usually when people are having the absolute worst days of their life. You were trained by one of the finest instructional staff assembled anywhere. They taught you how to save lives, how to save property, but more importantly, to do it safely. Guys, never forget the people that supported you in this effort and that will support you in the years to come. Your family, your friends, the mayors, supervisors of your communities, your fire chiefs, your fire department, the instructors, not only these, but the ones that you will have all throughout your career. But lastly, the people that you were sworn to protect. This is your State Fire Academy, guys. I want to encourage you to continue and excel in training and experience here. It could very well be the difference that brings you back home to your family safely after a shift. I want to wish each and one of you good luck and thank you for choosing the fire service to be a part of. God bless you. Thank you.
Hey, good afternoon and welcome to the Fire Academy. As Director Bell mentioned to you, I just want to take a second to introduce you to the staff of the State Fire Academy. The Fire Academy employs 26 instructional staff members on campus and trains close to 16,000 firefighters each year. The Certification Bureau is charged with delivering the Firefighter 1001 recruit class. Just this calendar year, these guys have delivered, this is their 6th basic recruit class, and they've also put on 5 field 1001 classes. These guys I'm fixing to introduce to you have introduced close to 250 firefighters on the basic firefighter level into the state of Mississippi this year. In conjunction with that class, they also have delivered multiple fire officer classes, fire instructor classes, safety officer classes, fire inspector classes, and fire investigator classes. These are the reason this fire academy is the #1 rated fire academy in the country. Let me take just a second to introduce you to guys on the Certification Bureau. Starting on the back row is Instructor Matt Hinkle, Instructor Barry Burnside, Instructor Advanced Bill Trimble. To the front row is Senior Instructor Will Cockey, Senior Advanced Instructor Marcus Collier. On the stage to my left is Advanced Instructor Ricky Lee, and the course coordinator for Class 171 is Advanced Instructor Rob Fisher. We also have our Administrative Assistant, Miss Rebecca Cahoon, that's also here with us today. But if you would, join me in a round of applause for these individuals. Just a couple things to Class 171 as you embark on your adventure as firefighters. First off, take you back to the day you decided to, hey, I need to pick up an application for the fire department. Hang out and turn it in. You know, in today's time, in our world, in our society, in the United States of America, we need heroes as bad as anybody. And you guys have fulfilled that calling. You see, each of y'all have a little special trait inside of you that most of the common average Joe person walking on the streets don't have. It's a little thing called courage. And it's not the kind of courage you have from saying, hey, I'm not going to order a cheeseburger today, I'm going to order a salad, or getting up a little extra early to take an extra run on the treadmill. But it's the kind of courage you've got to find to enter a structure fire to save someone else's life. The kind of courage it's going to take to go into a ditch and pull someone out of a burning vehicle. The kind of courage it's going to take to walk to a front door and someone hands you their loved one or their child who's not breathing and say, you do something about it. You're that guy. You see, a small percentage of our people in the United States have that responsibility and that courage trait in them. Our military has it. Our law enforcement guys have it. Mississippi needs the breath of fresh air your guys are injecting into our cities and our communities right now. And it's the responsibility and burden that comes onto your backs that you're our heroes. You're the guys that we look up to in the grocery stores, in the playgrounds, in the churches on Sunday. You're role models of our community. And I can't think of a better 19 group of guys to inject back into this state than what we have here in front of you. To the loved ones and family that are here watching these guys, you couldn't be more prouder than 19 individuals is what you see today. They've put it all on the line for the last 7 weeks to do nothing but hone their craft and their skills to be the best they can possibly be when someone else is in a time of need. There's no greater honor than the service you have of being a firefighter, the brotherhood and the bond that you have, and your willingness to serve other people. Thank you for choosing this occupation. Thank you for choosing to serve in the great state of Mississippi. Good luck to you.
Looks like that right there. You better watch it. You get close.
I don't remember them saying, watch a man take his last breath with his wife and daughter at his chest, or to see a family's home go up in flames, knowing they just lost everything. But we've got to know we did our best. Go on and don't worry about the past. Try to make a difference in this crazy world today. 'Cause you know God's and me, what I'd see, the terror in a mother's eyes as she watched her 15-year-old die. Or to feel the fire slap me in the face as it moves through this house at a steady pace. But we've got to know we did our best. Go on, don't worry about the past. Try to make a difference in this crazy world today. 'Cause you know God made us that way. And I hope to God I never have to see a brother fall in battle at a fire we can't defeat. We've got to know we did our best. Go on and don't worry about the past. Try to make a difference in this crazy world today. 'Cause you know God made us that way. You know God made firefighters that way.
Heard saying when he sat in the same position you guys are in now. It still rings true to this day. We know that. This time I'd like to call class speaker of class 170 from the Columbus Fire Department. Good afternoon, everybody. Columbus Fire and Rescue today. As a class, we will thank everybody, family, friends, for being here and celebrate this moment with us. Yes, we need all of you to look. We would like the Mississippi Fire Academy and environment allowed us to be a part of. Amazing, just done. I preparing with my brothers. One of the coolest, very calm. Just like the way you carry yourself. To see how you handle, to know about the work that you put in to be in the position you're in, it's truly inspirational. You make us feel like we can do anything we want to do as long as we didn't put the work in. So we appreciate you for that. Other instructors, Lee, Lawyer Trimble, lessons, the tough love and giving us through these 7 weeks. Take one thing away from these past 7 weeks, a fire ground is not a playground. It's the worst day of their life, and we need to remain respectful and always be professional. To my class, 171. Hey, it's been a long road to get here, fellas. You know, it's been some good times, some bad times, and we made it. You know, like I said, we've had some good times, like going out to eat, making fun of each other, laughing at each other, Haji being Haji, you saying all the time, getting on Dusty, Christian with that broke jumper, he's always trying to shoot. We've had some good times, man. We also had some not so good times. Just like traveling up and down the highway every week, disagreements, getting PT for stepping on the grass, and the push-ups have got to be the worst thing I've ever done physically in my life. I'll never want to do a push-up here ever again, I promise you. And just trying to get 19 different individuals, different backgrounds, be a unit. It's very difficult. I know I've had personal conversations with everybody here. Some natural born leaders here. We have some men that, you know, will go in their departments, in their communities, and actually make a difference and change some things. So when you go along in your careers and you get those positions that you're meant to have, I challenge you to do some things in your respective departments. First off, I want you to be smart. You know, it's a saying, work smart, not hard. Use your head in anything you do. As far as the fire ground, EMS call, showing a new guy what to do. Like, be smart, be safe. One thing that they've taught us with our 7 weeks here, always be safe. You know, we honor the men and women who lost their lives in the right outside with their memorial, but I don't want my name up there. And I don't want to see any of you guys' names up there. So please be safe. Be accountable for yourself, fellow firefighter. We all supposed to go home. Somebody that depends on us to be back there. Be a brother to your fellow firefighters. You know, talk to that guy that nobody really talks to. Everybody got him, you know. Sympathize with him. Pray for him as you were praying for yourself. Be selfless when it comes to the other people around you. And just don't be another firefighter. Be a leader. Set an example. Make a difference. Go the extra mile. As long as you're a professional, they'll take care of itself. You know, the next classes, they have some big shoes to fill. You know, we didn't set the bar way up here. Y'all already know how I said, you know, it's smoke diving, and then it's 171 right there. I mean, it's 1A and 1B, you know, and that's how I feel. But at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, we're all brothers now, and we'll always be connected for the rest of our careers and our lives. And I'm proud to say that I'm part of the best class that ever come through the Mississippi State Fire Academy, and that's class 171. Thank y'all.
Was good. Thank you, sir. No waiting for, but before we get to addressing you guys, you know, we got off to a rocky start week one, I'd say. But after that, we started with 28 individuals here, and I can honestly say one of you guys in the eyes that I feel like y'all are very well-rounded firefighters. Good as a coordinator, going into the streets, and you're going to be able to protect somebody. I'd like for you guys to be sitting over here in the work that you put into it. And bless you guys from here on. Us friends, that's probably it. But take a lot of tests, some different awards. 2 awards I'd like to recognize. It helps as a coordinator to help get B. And mine are our class captain and lieutenants. And I'd like to recognize those 2 at this time. They did a really good job. I appreciate what y'all have done for the class. So at this time, I'd like to recognize a class captain and a class lieutenant for class 171. Gavin Scoggins from the Richland Fire Department and Deontay Jethro from the Columbus Fire Department. Come on up. So they do take a lot of tests, you know, upwards of 30 plus tests from week 1 to week 7. Class has been waiting for them because a lot of them has been going to have the highest GPA, and that's what we're going to recognize at this. Can't go the runner-up, and I'll get to that here in just a second because it's separated. One of these guys had a 91.74 average, and the other guy had a 91.00 average. So the highest GPA for class 171 from the North Tunica Fire Department, Mr. Niles Beers. Not to take away from Niles, but The 91 was also from North Tunica Fire Department, Mr. Chris Parbs. We give him a round. Some smart guys up there in Tunica, I guess. The other one that everybody was wondering, I know he asked a lot of questions and wouldn't quit hounding me about who's going to be the most physically fit when we're going here, Instructor Fisher, when we're going there. So without waiting any further, the most physically fit for Class 171, Mr. Josh Gray from our Richland Fire Department. Last award, as you guys leave today, you'll see there's a sign going out of the gates, and it says, "Have you made a difference today?" We look at that as instructors as we're leaving every day and think about, how much have I done? Have I made a difference in a student's life? So this award is giving to the class themselves, and there's no doubt a lot of kids, a lot of guys in this class that we could have given this award to. But this particular individual, I think all the instructional staff can agree, always had a smile on their face. Even if things were bad, if we were PT and doing something that they didn't like to do, he always had an optimistic attitude. And it means a lot, especially in today's time. So that individual I'd like to recognize is Mr. Casey Johnson from the Ellisville Fire Department. He can't quit smiling. And the last thing I'll speak about is the class flag, Class 171. They had a grueling time with getting to the flag challenge. I want them to be where I thought they should be as far as being able to accept their class as a goal. And as Corey said, it's hard to take different people from different walks of life, guys, 19 guys, and bring them together as one team. That takes weeks to mold and make into what it is. And the challenge that they did was a new flag challenge we hadn't ever done out here before. And I challenged those guys. And I told them if they didn't do that challenge and complete it, that we were going to redo it. That we were not going to give them that flag today. And they did complete the challenge. It was a little grueling. I don't think they would have wanted to have redone it again. But they did a really nice job. So at this time, Gavin, if you would come forward and
we would now like to present this flag back to the Mississippi State Fire Academy.
You know, the flag that you look at looks like a simple piece of nylon, but that flag represents Class 171, and it always will. You are now have a home at the State Fire Academy forever. The Mississippi State Fire Academy is a division of the Mississippi Insurance Department. Insurance Commissioner and State Fire Marshal Mike Cheney here today, but he was called out of town on business. But he wanted me to pass on to you how proud he is of your dedication in protecting people's lives in the state of Mississippi. That's from State Fire Marshal Mike Cheney. Our guest speaker today has been in the fire service for well over 22 years. Fire department. He worked his way all the way from the rank of firefighter all the way up to the position he currently holds, which is Chief 1,700 here at the State Fire Academy alone, and hundreds of other hours in other organizations, the National Fire Academy in Emmitsburg, Maryland. He was the first certified advanced rescue specialist in the city of Vicksburg. He is a certified smoke diver. He is a fire instructor and fire life safety educator, and he is a nationally registered emergency medical technician. He's also a graduate of Hines Community College. Please help me welcome the fire chief of the city of Vicksburg, Chief Craig Danchek.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Executive Director Reggie Bell called me weeks ago and asked me if I'd like to speak, and it was really a bucket list item, and I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to talk to y'all today. And I want to just congratulate Class 171 on your accomplishment, completing 1001. I want to reflect on, I was in Class 26, so I know everything you went through. I have a lot of good memories. A lot of good memories of the instructors, and just watching the video, just seeing some of the things you went through. I understand. So congratulations on 7 hard weeks of training, and it's a big deal, and it's the beginning of a great career. So I wish you all the best. I brought with me, this was our class T-shirt from Class 26, and that was October 23rd, 1995, I went to 1001, and we graduated December 8th. And I actually bought 2 of these, and they're special to me. And again, so many good memories, just being a part of the Firefighter State Fire. Friendships, new friendships when you come here from your organization, meeting new people for the first time. It's wonderful. Stories for a lifetime, whether it's a heat building, you know, a conversation, a dinner, just it's going to be memories you're going to have forever. The Fire Academy staff, I mean, I was 22 when I joined the fire service, and when I came to the Fire Academy, there were so many instructors that really inspired me, and even today, so many of them here that are just outstanding. And looking at my shirt here, one of the senior instructors of my class was Reggie Bell, so he was one of the senior instructors of Class 26. But said, congratulations on 1001. I would like to share 4 things that will happen. Certainly. Number 1, at the Academy will change, and that's a true statement. The 7 weeks you spend here is going to change your life forever. Whether you were fighting live fire in the heat building, confined space, pushing your body to the limits and having to repeat and do it again, the experience here will change your life forever. Number 2, the training you received will change someone else's life forever. And being a firefighter is a wonderful thing. May it be 23 years for me, and every day I really cherish the opportunity I've been given. I've been with Vicksburg my whole career, and like I said, I've been out here in numerous classes, and it's great. And the training you get, and there's going to be so much more coming. It's going to build you up, and it's going to put you in a position, even with the training you had today and other training that's coming, you're going to change someone else's life forever. Whether it's a car wreck, a structure fire, a dive rescue emergency, you're going to change someone else's life forever. Number 3, the commitment you have to the fire service will better your community and your organization. So by graduating this class, you've already made your community better. You've made your fire department better, and congratulations for that. Number 4, you will have an opportunity to make a positive difference in someone else's fire service career. And that's something that means a lot to me. When I started, I had no fire service skills. I knew very little about the fire service other than what I saw on TV. And people today, a lot of people, a lot of them in this room here. During your career, you're going to have promotional opportunities. You're going to be a captain. You're going to be a chief officer. or even just being a firefighter, you're going to have a chance to change someone else's fire service career. And it could be the new firefighter that joins your department and just taking him under your wing, he or she, and just showing them what we do, how to do it better, or just being good at what you do and inspiring other people around you. Say, that's my goal. I want to be like him or her. I want to do it that way. So again, you will have an opportunity to make a positive difference in someone else's fire service career, and take that to heart, because that's one of the things I look forward to when I see people that I helped along the way. And again, some of these people in this room today, Rob Fisher, there's some wonderful comments about Rob Fisher. He used to work at Vicksburg Fire Department, did a great job, had an opportunity to come here, and he's class and coordinator. So I mean, he does a marvelous job, as well as many of these other instructors. So again, make a positive difference in our service career. Opportunity to come. I'm gonna be. It's your day. Congratulations. But I'm gonna leave you with one little story just to put a smile on your face. And as we talked in the class speaker talked about just some conversations and things, and I look back in my career and some of the funny moments, and this was one I like to share every now and then with people. I was on duty, and we had to do a CPR refresher. So we go to the training center. They're giving us the test. We're sitting down at tables, 3 or 4 to a table. We're taking this test. And my captain was at my table. His name was Lee Griffin. He was a really nice guy. There's a lieutenant at the other table. And he looks around. He says, "What's fatty Q?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't guess I got to that question yet. I don't know what fatty Q is." And everybody goes back to taking their test. And he's the lieutenant from another table speaks up. "Man, I can't go any further. I don't know what fatty Q is. Until I can answer this question, I can't finish the test." I'm like, "Man, I don't know. I hadn't got to that question. I don't know." And my captain got up and went to his table, and he looked over at the paper. "Man, that's fatigue." And that was just a little funny moment, but and again, it tickled me, and I wanted to share that with you. And congratulations. Thank you for having me today. It was a pleasure. I wish you all the best in your endeavors.
On your feet. Left face. Forward. March.
Rodney Chase Allen. Niles M. Beers. Ohaji O. Brown. Dustin Donner. J. Gray. Corey M. Haynes. Joshua P. Hogue. Kwame T. Holt. Deontay W. Jethro. Casey Johnson. Elliot Johnson. James Newell. Zachary A. Northington. Christopher J. Parbs. Hugh Ray Robinson, Jr. Gavin Scoggins. William Smith. Lewis M. Tomlinson. Christian A. Williams.
By the powers invested in the Mississippi State Fire Academy by the laws of the state of Mississippi, I now award Class 171 the designation as firefighters in the state of Mississippi. God bless you all. That now concludes our ceremony today. I want to thank you so much for your support for these men as they've gone through your 7 weeks and as they move through their career. Please stay around and let them show you some of the places they had a great time over the last 7 weeks. Be very careful driving home, and I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. God bless you. Thank you.